All right, so today we're going on a deep dive into, well, this might sound a little out there, but finding peace through ducks and geese.
Ducks and geese.
Yeah, you heard that right, ducks and geese. Our source material suggests that watching these birds, the ones we see at the park, the pond, maybe even just waddling around, can actually be surprisingly calming.
I'll admit I'm intrigued.
Right. I mean, I was a little skeptical at first too, but stick with us because we're going to really break down how and why these seemingly ordinary creatures might hold a bit of a secret to finding some peace and quiet in our crazy world.
I'm all ears.
Perfect. So let's jump right in. The main thing the source emphasizes is just the simple act of observation. Watching ducks and geese going about their day. Things like, well, obviously waddling, right? But also swimming gracefully, preening their feathers, just doing their thing.
And why would those simple actions be so calming?
That's the cool part. It's all about mindfulness, right?
Yeah.
But mindfulness through ducks, how does that even work?
Well, think about it. When we watch ducks or geese, especially their movements, the way they waddle or glide through the water, it kind of forces us to slow down.
Okay, yeah.
It shifts our focus away from all the noise in our heads, all those racing thoughts and worries, and it brings us into the present moment.
Ah, so we're just observing, being present.
Exactly. And there's something about the repetitive nature of their movements, like the rhythmic waddle or the graceful way they swim, that can actually help synchronize our brainwaves.
Wait, so our brains are syncing up with the ducks?
In a way, yes. And that synchronization actually induces a calmer state, kind of like, I don't know, listening to calming music or meditating.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. So it's not just, being out in nature. It's specifically about watching these birds and their actions.
Right. It's like they're little mindfulness gurus in disguise.
I love that, little feathered mindfulness coaches. It makes me think about a story the source mentioned. A woman who was going through, a pretty rough job transition found comfort in taking walks by a pond and watching the ducks.
Oh, I remember that. She said it helped her feel more grounded.
Yeah, less overwhelmed by all the anxiety and uncertainty of, changing careers and all that.
And that really highlights the power of nature, even in small doses, to help us cope with stress and difficult emotions.
It's not like the ducks are solving her problems, but they're giving her a moment of peace.
Exactly. And I think it ties into the idea of feeling connected to something larger than ourselves.
Okay, we're going with you.
Ducks and geese, they're part of this whole ecosystem. They have their routines, their own little world. And watching them reminds us that we're part of that bigger picture, too.
We're not just isolated individuals freaking out about our own stuff.
Right. We're part of this intricate web of life. And maybe the ducks are just nudging us to, take a deep breath and remember that.
To just chill out and be present.
Exactly. And that leads us to a really interesting thought. What other everyday occurrences in nature might offer these same benefits? I mean, think about it. The swaying of trees, the way clouds move across the sky, even squirrels gathering nuts, these seemingly mundane things.
We just don't pay attention.
Right. But they might hold the key to, unlocking a little more peace and mindfulness in our lives.
It's like a whole new way of looking at the world, finding those little pockets of calm in the everyday.
And maybe ducks and geese are just the guides showing us the way.
So keep your eyes peeled, folks, and see what you discover.
Exactly. And let us know what you find.
All right, that's about it for today's deep dive. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you next time.
See ya.